Welcome to our tutorial about the View Cube. Here it is, docked in the right top corner now. This is a 3D tool that Inventor Fusion provides to rotate your model. By default, it displays in the right top corner of your graphic area. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use it, how to reposition it, how to reset the views, etc. Let's go to the View tab, Controls, User Interface. Let's uncheck the View Cube. Now, as you see, the View Cube has disappeared from my graphic area. However, even when it's disabled like this, it automatically becomes available as part of the navigation bar. It's the top tool here on the bar. When I click on it, it's restored to the top right corner of the graphic area. Even though I'm not manipulating the View Cube right now, it does provide visual feedback about the current viewpoint of my model. To make it active, just mouse over it. When you click on any face, edge, or corner of the cube, your model will rotate accordingly. Here's an edge, there's a face, the top face, and there's a corner. Let's take a front view. In front view, we've got 4 little arrows available around the sides of the View Cube. We can use these to rotate the model. These 2 arrows right here will rotate our model 90 degrees in the current plane. There's a house button, just click on that icon to take a home view. By default, home view is an isometric view. An isometric view is a way to position your 3D model when all 3 planes have an equal degree of exposure from the viewing point. This is the most common view in technical and engineering drawings. I use it frequently in 3D design. In addition to clicking on the various faces, edges, and corners of the View Cube to rotate your model, you can also left-click on the cube and orbit the cube itself. Your model will follow suit. To access additional settings and properties, click this arrow beside the View Cube. If you right-click on the cube, the content-sensitive menu will pop up. Let's take a look at Properties. To better view the flyout menu and the content-sensitive menu, I'm going to change my on-screen position from top right to top left. Let's click OK and close the browser. Now let's change our view. Right-click, and we'll set the current view as Home. We've got 2 options, Fixed Distance or Fit to View. Let's try the Fixed Distance option. And here's our new home view. To reset the home view, right-click on the cube and scroll down to Restore Default Home. Another option we have is to right-click and set the current view as, for example, the top view or the front view. And notice that the named view on the View Cube changes. To restore, right-click, Reset Front. Let's right-click on the cube to pull up the contextual menu. At the top of our drop-down menu, we've got 3 options: Orthographic, Perspective, and Perspective with ortho faces. This refers to the type of perspective. Notice, with the ortho perspective, the model doesn't display with the vanishing points. Let's try a perspective projection now. A perspective projection will display with the vanishing points. As you see from comparing these 2 views, the perspective projection better approximates how things look to us in real life, meaning that it doesn't look so flat. And of course, in real life, things can look a little bit confusing. Let's try the 3rd option, Perspective with ortho faces. So what's happening here is that the points of the model are projected along lines that are parallel to the screen. This, of course, has the advantage of making the working with models much easier. Let's right-click and go down to Properties. Down below, we have the option to show the compass. And here's the compass. It's a ring that appears to the bottom of the cube. I can click on the compass and drag it around. This is one way of rotating your model. The top option in this window is Show the View Cube on Window Create, so check this option if you want the View Cube to appear when you create a new document. Screen position, we can choose top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. View Cube size, tiny, small, medium, and large. Let's try tiny. There it is. Right-click, back to Properties. Let's try large. OK. And back to Properties. Let's restore it to automatic. In active opacity, we have options ranging from 0% up to 100%. So what exactly does this mean? Well, at 0%, the view cube will be invisible unless you hover over it or in its vicinity. Let's go back to Properties. Snap to closest view. When you drag on the cube, notice that it snaps. Let's go back to Properties and uncheck this option. Click OK. Now, as you see, with this option unchecked, when I drag on the view cube, the movement is more even without snapping. Let's go back to Properties. Use animated transitions when switching views. Let's check out that. See how it looks? Notice now how the view cube jumps. The fact that we can see this movement kind of makes the model manipulation more user-friendly. And this concludes our tutorial about using the view cube.